Hello and thanks for joining me again for another episode of SpaceBourne 2. So we've just picked up the new mission to go and rescue Kold, and went through a bunch of dialogue explaining a big elaborate plan, but what we're doing is not all that elaborate. So we're just going to run down the stairs here, go to this fast travel point, hit F. Now I'm going to go to the entrance and we turn around behind us here. There's a quest here that we can pick up. So pick this up. We're not going to do it straight away, but I will pick it up. Alrighty, so that is now been added to our list of contracts along with our mercenary guild interview, but we're going to stay focused on the main story for the moment. So we're going to hit set route in there. We're going to go to the landing pad. Through these doors here. Back to our ship. Gonna take off. We are gonna head over to the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for thruster input.
Alright, so yeah, basically we're gonna track a ship. It's a cargo ship. It looks a lot like the mining ship that we bought back in episode 1 or 2. Episode 2, I think. And we're gonna hijack it and rescue our mate the Kold, who is gonna help us with setting up some infrastructure for our galactic empire. So we're gonna hit Control H.
Please approach to the jump point to start jump process. Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you. You reached the waypoint of your route. Please wait for your ship to be scanned. Exit permission from the system has been obtained. The next waypoint is being passed. N321. Destination reached.
Alright, so over to here. Just gonna warp over there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Here we come. Let's find a suitable spot and wait for the carriage.
So I don't know, I think they might elaborate on this quest a bit later on, because none of it is really like any of the dialogue
Here comes the ship. Start following by keeping your
that
distance.
we went through.
Don't get too close.
So we're just gonna tail this guy. Possibly a ship with cloaking might be easier for this, but it's not that difficult. Just takes a little bit of time. Now, just noticed that our hull is in a bit of damage, so I'm just going to pop drain in there. do some repairs.
How many prisoners are there? I'm sure most of them are Earthling. In the future, when we have enough power, we can seize such places, free the prisoners and expand our army.
And he's going to land on one of these stations in a bit, and we're going to land on it behind him. The hull is fixed, so we're going to pop him back in. Oops, bit close. Pop down our landing gear. Alrighty, now they're just going to come up onto the dock, drop down, jump out, hit G for our jetpack. Just going to fly up over the top here, up to the front. Just going to drop down onto the cockpit. And hit F. Going to take off.
What's going on? What is happening?
We got company. Try to avoid their attacks and leave the asteroid field to orb.
Alrighty. So all we can do is fly away.
Let's warp away.
Now we're just going to select the Stargate.
Your ship won't be able to hold that attacks any longer.
And we'll be fine. Alright.
We are safe now. Good job.
What the fuck?
Your warp drive is jammed. Wait there. We are on our way.
Okay, so now they're coming back with our ship. So we're going to do a ship swap.
Here we come. Leave that ship and come here.
Just going to get a little bit closer. Oops. Alright, now we're going to hit G. And get back into our own ship. Alrighty.
Landing gear retracted.
So
The guards are here.
activate our weapons.
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Alright, that's one.
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Two down. And see
Target shields.
with our co-pilot,
Target destroyed.
Anchor is doing some shooting behind us. Alright, we're done. Now we're going to use our stabilizer.
Security breach. Level 2 security protocol is apparent in our system. Please cooperate with the officials at the Stargates and give them the requested documents. Thank you for your understanding.
All the Stargates are holed. We can't use them now. We need to jump Ittok's system from here.
You're right. Jump takes much longer this way and gives serious headaches. But I guess there is no other way.
Alright, just going to have a quick look and see if there's any more pods. I don't think there are. Alrighty, so going to hit B. That's all we can do at the moment. Gonna lock on there. I'm going to put my engines up.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster inlet.
Bit more dialogue coming up.
the system start rapidly. In 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty. So this is a bit of a long trip. It's a little bit of dialogue should come up in a moment.
We are all clear. Let's go back to Lion Station.
Lion Station? Is Elijah send you?
Yes, she is.
I did not expect that. All of Elijah's friends are geeks. She can't afford to hire mercenary fighter pilots. How did she convince you of this rescue operation?
Let's talk about this when we get to the station. Okay.
Alright, so I'm just going to pause the recording for a moment because this is a pretty long trip and all we're doing is just warping. So I'll pause it and I'll come back once we come out of warp. So I'll see you in just a moment. Alright, so we've just come out of our warp and they're wanting us to go back to the station. So we'll just click on there, warp over to there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
And once again, we're back to the Lion Station, which has got the undercover parking. So if you're having trouble finding where to dock, you can use Control H or just press H and you can request up here. And it'll point you towards the docks. But we're just going to go in, put down our landing gear, try and spin around, jump out, hit G, inside, go to the fast travel, go to the living quarters, and straight up these stairs, back to Alasia. A little bit more dialogue here.
Kold, I thought I would never see you again.
Me too. I can't believe you went to this much trouble to save me.
Gonna hit number 2.
Glad to hear that. Thank you. I see. Sure, I can help you with that. I can even do more for you if you want. The problem of the Earthlings is that they keep up with the galaxy technology. For our case, you will establish an organization. But how will you manage it? I can also set up a communication interface where all Earthlings can communicate with you and traceable. A few weeks, maybe less. Great! Let me get to work right away. There is so much to do.
In the meantime, we need to find support. It is not possible to collect the Earthlings one by one. We must gather those whom the Earthlings respect.
Like whom?
Molyax.
No way! A psychopath exiled by your father for what he did in his time.
But he is a good commander. At the same time, he has a lot of soldiers around him even now.
More psychopaths.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. We can find soldiers, but it is too fucking hard to find or train generals. We need Molyax whether you accept it or not.
Even if I approve of this, do you think Molyax would agree to join us?
Trust me, he will.
You don't know Molyax, but he is very difficult to control. So, what do you think about that?
I don't know if it makes any difference at this stage of development, but we're going to hit 1.
Okay, set up a meeting with him. Let's see if he will show up.
I've already set up a meeting before I speak to you. He awaits us in the offset system.
Of course you did. Please let it be on the record that I voted against this.
Noted. Noted.
Okay. So now we need to go to the Alshat or Alsat, Arshat, I don't know. Need to go to that system. So we will run out here. I guess that'll do. I think we picked up a couple of things. Let's just check this terminal here. See what we've got. Yeah, I don't want any of that. Sell those. Don't think anything's really changed here. Aim extension. Nope. Alright. So, just next to here is a fast travel. Just gonna go to the landing pad. And I don't think there's a security terminal here to drop off our prisoner. So we're gonna hop back in our ship. Gonna take off.
Landing gear retracted.
Open up our map. And so now we've got to go there. But we're gonna stop in at P6 first. It's one of the capital systems. So let's click on the Stargate. And it's got a trebuchet point. That means that it's on the other side of the planet. So we've got to warp all the way around it.
Completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So we're going to stop off at the P6 system first. Tamarin. Just so that we can drop into an outpost and drop off our prisoner that we've got here. It's not really worth much, but anyway, we'll make sure that we've got clear cargo hold for because we can only carry 4 prisoners at a time, and you never know how many you're going to drop. And later on, it's good to be in practice of that, because later on some of those prisoners can be worth quite a lot of money. So almost at the Stargate. Just a little bit further. Gonna hit Control H.
Please approach to the jump point to start jump process. Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you.
Zoom through there. Alright, so we're gonna hit T. Just gonna go to one of these outposts. That one will do. Just gonna lock on there.
Calibration module activated.
Warp again.
Waiting for the thruster input.
And we could stop in and check for more equipment, but we haven't leveled up at all since the last time, so don't know that they're going to have much that's going to make a great deal of difference. Pop down our landing gear. Now these outposts, they don't give you any response for requesting permission to land, but just land. So just in here, security terminal, sell that guy. We do have 4 pod catchers on board, so that'll do us. Get back in our ship and take off. We'll hit you again. Go to our contracts, reset the route. to the Stargate. Back to the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thrust.
Alrighty. So once we get to the Stargate, we're just going to hit Control H again.
Please approach to the jump point to start.
And we're going to go through.
Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you.
Destination reached.
Alright. So we'll hit T. And we'll head over here. It's pretty close by. So I'm just going to lock on.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thrust.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going to put a bit of power into shields. Just going to get up close here. And now we're inside this guy's ship. Can't use our jetpack in here. We're just going to run up the middle and speak to this guy.
Oh, look who has graced my humble ship.
Hello, Molyax. It is good to see an old face.
Likewise, my old friend. It must be our commander's son. Drain, really? I like the updated version. You look like you have a soul.
Molyax, you have new scars. You look like you have balls.
Yes, Inca mentioned. You want to re-establish the WRA, and you have decided to recruit the remnants of the old team first.
Now, I don't know if it makes any difference what you choose here. So far, most of the dialogue options aren't making much of a difference at this point of development, but we're just going to go with number one.
Look at you. It's pathetic. Let's first get some things out of the way. You should know, his problem is not only with me, but with all Earthlings. You cannot organize as long as he is alive. He committed a massacre at the Worldly Craftsmen Association lately. If he hears the WRA is reorganizing, he won't leave you alone. Actually, I'm doing you a favor right now.
Oh, really? What a good person you are.
Don't worry, he's coming here. He thinks he'll catch us off guard, but we're one step ahead of him. For now, we will wait for him to come here, and the moment he gets here, we'll lure him into a trap, and you will help us to destroy him. You know, prey becomes predator, and now... What the fuck is that?
Oh, it must be your prayer.
Sir, our ambush ships are destroyed. What are we going to do?
Don't worry. Just wait for my signal to leave that ship. Inca, let's go to your ship. I can help you in that fight.
Alright.
Okay, Molyax, we are out. Let's see how are you going to help us with that fight.
Fight with that.
Recharging.
Well done.
Alright, so we're just going to warp away. Don't think we can fight these things off.
Completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
We'll be fine, stay focused. I'm coming with a rescue ship in a few minutes.
By the way, let me introduce you to this brave general, Molyax.
Oh, I wish we had this little get-together sooner.
I can't get enough of being lectured on my humanity by an android program to pretend to give a shit.
We could at least warn your men, so they have a chance to escape.
You never understood human nature. That's why your commander is dead. If I had told my men they were going to die, they would have smashed us to pieces there.
Okay. So, I think that's all the dialogue from there. Yeah. We now have a third crew member, and I'm actually going to pop him into number 1. And Anchor here just shoots enemies behind us. This guy is going to use our rail turret, and he'll shoot enemies regardless of whether they're behind us, in front of us, or whatever. And he also gives us a bit of a damage bonus, critical chance bonus. So we're going to pop him in there, and he'll use our rail gun when we're in a fight. Now if we go to contracts, all we can do now is wait for Kold to be ready. We've got a few other things that we can do here, but that is going to do it for this episode. So if you did enjoy the episode, please leave me a like, leave me a comment down below, and if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.